the most defining images of Tamil Nadu's protest. For the past 6 days, the nation watched in awe as hundreds and thousands of youngsters across Tamil Nadu came together to protest for the resumption of an ancient Indian tradition. The government was forced to sit up, the government was forced to take notice. But suddenly, it appears anti-India posters made their way into these protests. The question is why and how. Posters against Republic Day, posters seeking to create a north-south divide, and suddenly, even though an ordinance was promulgated, even before the bill could be tabled in the assembly and passed, there was violence. We bring you the most defining images from across Tamil Nadu, all across from today. Prominent voice appealing for peace is R.J. Balaji. He's connecting well with the youngsters. He joins me on the broadcast. Balaji, what explains the violence, especially at a time when Tamil Nadu should actually be celebrating the victory of people power?
See, one thing to like everybody who's watching this is all of us here in Tamil Nadu, we actually got something which is a historical one. For 6 days, India hasn't witnessed something like this for decades. We protested. It is not even a protest. It's a revolution by people, for people, without any hidden agendas, for one common cause, to get back the traditional sport Jallikattu. It was done in the most peaceful possible way that whole world started looking at us. Even the media from the United States started covering us. Even you channels started covering it, giving it. So it means we have done a great thing. But what happened today is series of unfortunate events, and who did it, why they did it, how they did it, all this can be inquired, all this can be debated. But today it's a time to celebrate what we have achieved as people of a state fighting for a common cause. And second thing, the safety of every boy and girl and every family member who attended the protest to go back home safe. Right now the
You've
things are
been
getting
appealing
normal
for peace,
as the
Balaji, but
assembly
people
passed
don't appear to be going home. Is someone trying to hijack this movement? And youngsters we spoke to said we are going home, but some other people have come in. Any idea who these people are? Who's trying to hijack this movement?
See, nobody has ever hijacked this movement completely. The movement is by students, started by students, and then it became a people's movement because everybody from the family pitched in. So it is a mixture of all age groups. The problem is that, and the biggest advantage and disadvantage of the entire movement is, it is a leaderless movement. All the places across Tamil Nadu had different set of people protesting at the same time, but without a voice, common voice, single voice that failed to unite. That's the biggest advantage. There's no face for this movement. That became the biggest disadvantage also. So the communication with every group was different. Each group wanted different things over the period of time. So
perhaps
it's
that
more
is
than
why.
hijacking.
Balaji, stay with me for a moment. There's breaking news that's just coming in. There are more reports of violence that are now being reported from other parts of Chennai. Jallikattu protests at Dainampet in Chennai. Fresh incidents of stone pelting. What we're also being told that bottles have been thrown towards the police. Some vehicles have been damaged. A building has been vandalized. The police are outnumbered by the mob. And I quickly want to bring in India Today's Akshaya Nath for more on this. Akshaya, police outnumbered, this at a time when the centre has offered to send additional troops. What's the latest?
Well, Gaurav, it's seen that most of the people who have gathered here, most of the student volunteers at least who have gathered here, have decided to go back. I have few of the student protesters with me. Can you tell me how long will it take for you to move out of this place?
Yeah, we have to just clear out the state that the amendment act have been passed, and we have to state them that what has been proceeded here and what have been situation among it. They didn't know about anything. What and all happening outside, and what the media have been flashing, and what the current situation they don't know about us. We have the rights to tell about that, and we should do. It's our duty.
So how long will it take for you to clear out this place?
We couldn't state the time, okay, but in a short period of time.
But are there people among you who are saying that they won't leave?
Between students, there are no protests. They got victory. They started for a proper reason. They got victory. They are going to move it out. But other than that, we will. It's our duty to convey them what is the current happening situation, and after that, it's their motivation. It may be their knowledge.
So, well, Gaurav, we are being told that this gentleman was telling us just few minutes back, there are few anti-social elements also there who don't want them to leave this place, and they have been polluting their mind, is what this gentleman was telling a few minutes back. So now the students who have gathered here are saying that they will move out of the location, and whoever else is staying here were not part of the initial protest and have been joined here to create divide among the people. In fact, Gaurav, if my camera person can pan a little, we can see that people are actually fighting among themselves itself. They're saying that some of them are supporting while some of them are not supporting this decision, and they've seen that among the groups itself there are a little bit of a fight of a sort, and they don't want these students who are coming out and talking to us to be voluntary and talking here, and it's getting a little intense here.
So but, that's the big question, and I want to come to you in a moment for that, Akshaya. Who are these people who don't want the media there? Who are these people who don't want students to talk to journalists? Who are these people who are trying to pull strings? And what is the Chennai police doing about this? That's the big question. Because today is a day that Chennai, across Tamil Nadu, there should be celebrations. It's the victory of people power. Who's behind this movement? Let's quickly now try and figure out, on a day that Tamil Nadu should be celebrating, why is it that there's tension in Chennai, there's tension in Madurai? And despite the fact that this entire movement was so calm for the past week, today there's so much violence.
From from Marina Beach to Madurai, it was bedlam in Tamil Nadu. Police station attacked. Vehicles set on fire. Stones pelted, lathi charge. At the same place which saw a peaceful vigil for Jallikattu for 6 whole days, thousands gathered and stayed peaceful. So what changed suddenly? Why did the Makkal movement turn into an ugly orgy of arson and vandalism? A theory exists.
Why they show posters of Prabhakaran and Osama bin Laden and Hafiz Saeed? Why do they put chappals around Narendra Modi? What is Narendra Modi has been very sympathetic to them. Why are they doing this? This is the anti-national ISI financed agitation.
Reports of some disruptive elements infiltrating the movement had surfaced a few days ago.
இந்த சம்பந்தமே இல்லாத ஒரு விஷயம் நடந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. என்னன்னா தேசிய கொடியை சுத்தி அதை கீழே போடுறது, தேசிய கொடியை மிதிக்கிறது, இந்தியாவே எங்களை வஞ்சித்து விட்டா இப்படி
7 நாள் சார் நான் இங்க இருக்கிற 7 நாளும் ரொம்ப அருமையா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கையில இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் ரொம்ப பிரமாதமா போயிட்டு இருந்துச்சு சார். வெறும் ஜல்லிக்கட்டுக்கு மட்டும் தான் சார் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கஷ்டப்பட்டா.
My request to the student was please go back home safe, and they asked me to show the amendment which is signed and passed by the assembly. So once it reaches here, once a reputed IAS officer or a judge comes and shows that they are ready to leave.
Now with the Jallikattu bill passed by the Tamil Nadu Assembly, will the storm blow over? Will the troublemakers be called out and isolated? Will the people's movement be reclaimed from their clutches? Tamil Nadu and the rest of the country will certainly hope so. With Akshayanath, Akshita Nandagopal, Ashish, Pramod Madhav and Rohini Swami in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Rajnikant has appealed for peace. Kamal Hassan has appealed for peace. Sri Ravi Shankar, spiritual guru, he's appealed for peace. Let me once again bring in Balaji on this. Balaji, how is it? What needs to be done to tell youngsters, you've won, go home, enjoy the victory. Let Republic Day parade celebrations take place on Marina Beach and across Tamil Nadu on the 26th of January.
See, one thing, a very positive thing that happened late evening is after the ordinance bill has been passed, most of the youngsters, 95 to 97% of youngsters have already left roads. Most of them have left, or rest of the people are going home. The remaining people, as you mentioned, there are extremist groups, there are anti-national groups. These groups will be identified by tonight, and I don't know why they came inside. Whatever that happened in for the past 12 hours from morning, it can be inquired. But now, right now, I appeal to every youngsters who is watching this across Tamil Nadu. We have done something miraculous. It's an historical victory, and all the news channels, and especially to your channel, like the whole day you guys were covering and giving importance to this violence. Please give importance to the 6 days that changed the course of a country. I'm saying it's a revolution. This is the first time India has seen something like this. People do a research, do a documentary on this, do a research on the students' power, what is possible if the people ask questions to the government, to the authorities who are in power.
Yes.
So right now, the mood in Tamil Nadu is back that we got something that we wanted, we fought for it and we got it. And
so there is this mood of celebration and there should be, and this is a template that other states want to emulate.
Right now,
but Balaji, where did all these posters come from? Prabhakaran posters, Hafiz Saeed posters, who would have thought Hafiz Saeed posters will make their way into this agitation? So who are these elements? How can they be isolated?
For one thing I know, I was there in Marina today for 5 hours trying to ask them to leave the place. I was talking to each one of them. I could identify the students who were there for the past 7 days. I could also identify people who are nowhere related to students or nowhere related to the entire protest. I don't know which are these groups, but one thing it is like very obvious is like everybody want to have a piece of cake using this. Everybody want to get their agendas done, hidden agendas done, right from all the political parties, right from all the fringe groups groups, they are trying to mingle among the students and try to behave like they are protesters fighting for Jallikattu and trying to get a lot of bad things. But I'm saying it will all be identified by tonight. Whatever, like whoever is left there in the beach or elsewhere, they are not students, they are not common man who fought for Jallikattu. Common man who fought for Jallikattu is actually happy. He is happy that something has happened because of the protest. And I'm worried it's a historical event. This should be celebrated only then next time when we have to fight for a Kaveri water. We have to fight for fishermen, because every time Ravichandran Ashwin gets a man of the match, you say Indian bowler. But when your fisherman get killed here, you will say Tamil fisherman. So we have a lot of injustice. Well, next time when people have to go back and fight for a cause.
That's a fair point you're making. Yes,
I want
absolutely.
all my fellow Tamilians, fellow students to come and fight. So
yes, fair point. How does this
Indian
message get across to youngsters across Tamil Nadu? Because this fire is not restricted just to the Marina Beach. It's happening in Madurai, and Madurai is one place that saw Jallikattu. So Jallikattu's already happened. Are there some hidden strings that are being pulled? What needs to be done to help the government, the police, to ensure peace prevails across Tamil Nadu?
The only request across the students and people across Tamil Nadu, just celebrate this victory. We deserve to celebrate this. Take rest, go home, sleep. Thank your mother for sending you for 7 days to protest for a common cause. So only then, when we celebrate, when we realize it's a big thing, we will come out and protest for another cause.
Yes.
So this is just a starting, so don't curb it off by staying on road. Your safety is very, very important. Me being part of all these as a messenger, I didn't do anything else apart from spreading the message from day one.
Yes.
So as I just request on behalf of all the parents that please go back home, reach safe, take rest and come back for another cause. Let's fight it out. But this is a victory and we have to celebrate it. That's it. And all the protests, whatever happened, violence that happened, that can be inquired. There are people, there are court which are watching what is happening. So they will take the perfect call. So right now you don't take anything in your hand, and I'm talking about all the fringe groups. Please get away from this and let the students go home.
Okay, Balaji, for the moment, many thanks for joining me. You're absolutely right. This is a big, big victory for a people's movement in Tamil Nadu. Many thanks for joining me on the broadcast. This is a fire that is slowly spreading. Now, superstar Rajnikant said he was disheartened seeing the violence. But he can take heart because there is a positive development that's taking place. The fire for resumption of India's traditions is now spreading. After Tamil Nadu, now the clamour is rising in Maharashtra for resumption of the bullock cart race. The Shiv Sena wants the ban on bullock cart races in rural India to be revoked, and it's not just Maharashtra, but even across Karnataka. Now there's a chorus for resumption of a buffalo race. Kambala should start like Jallikattu, say the people on ground. So take a look how Tamil Nadu showed the way.
Chennai's Marina Beach, epicenter of the Jallikattu agitation. Sea of humanity joining hands for a common cause. As people in Tamil Nadu fight for Jallikattu, similar such demands are now being made in other states. The Jallikattu agitation has ignited the demand for bullock cart race in Maharashtra. The Shiv Sena wants that the ban on bullock cart race be lifted in the state.
It's a Jallikattu effect in Maharashtra. The bullock cart racing was part of the culture of farming community, especially in the western Maharashtra, which was banned by PCA Act, and the Maharashtra government then tried to revive it with the use of resolution. But finally, the Supreme Court order in 2014 banned it with Jallikattu. Now Shiv Sena aggressively demanding that the ban should be lifted.
And it's not just Maharashtra. Several groups in Karnataka are demanding an end to the ban on Kambala, a form of buffalo racing. High Court had banned the traditional sport in November last year. Kambala, like Jallikattu, was banned after animal rights group PETA approached the court, citing animal cruelty in sports like bull taming and buffalo racing. In view of the Supreme Court verdict on Jallikattu, the Karnataka High Court had stayed the conduct of the festival that is held in coastal Karnataka. A petition filed by various Kambala organizers asking that the High Court stay be vacated will be considered on January 30th. However, already there are demands that the state government brings a legislation to legalize the traditional sport.
Please support us to save the culture of this Tulunadu. Kambala is nothing but the culture of this Tulunadu.
While it's cattle sports that are at the center of the attention in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra, it is the cockfight that the people of Andhra are agitating for. The Jallikattu agitation has opened a Pandora's box for similar such demands. The question is, can the tradition supersede the law? Bureau Report, India Today.
And the Union Home Secretary has spoken to the Tamil Nadu Police Commissioner. The centre has offered additional security forces to the state, but the Tamil Nadu Police have assured the centre that the situation is coming back to normal and by tomorrow should be under control. We will continue to track developments on the story very closely. That is all I have time for on India First this evening. Many thanks for watching. Shiv Arur comes up next with the news today. Stay with us.